There have been loads of big game releases this year. Spider-Man 2, Baldur's Gate 3 and Assassin's Creed Mirage, just to name a few. You may have been so dazzled by them that you didn't see everything else that was on offer. A whole host of tiny indie games were coming out all through the year covering lots of different genres. From cozy adventures to dark fantasy FPS games, there's definitely something for everyone. Grab the new Super Light 2 gaming mouse with hybrid switches so you can be ready to tackle any genre. There's quite a few to talk about, so let's jump into these games you probably missed this year. March was jam-packed with releases this year. The Last of Us on PC, Resident Evil 4 Remake, Halo Infinite Season 3, and many, many more. So, you probably wouldn't have spotted this one. The Last Spell is a turn-based tactical RPG with some seriously retro pixel graphics and roguelite elements. The apocalypse is here, so it's up to you to banish all magic from the world with one final spell and restore order. But of course, it won't be easy. The spell will take several days to complete, so build your defences during the day to prepare for the hordes of creatures that will attack at night. With 6 levels of difficulty, you'll probably fail. A lot. But that's all part of the fun. Whilst we were all busy with Dead Island 2, Sherlock Holmes The Awakened slipped quietly under the radar. The Awakened is both a remake and a sequel. Frogwares has rebuilt their 2008 game of the same name from the ground up with new graphics and content, now with a reworked plot that follows on from Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1. But this time, it's a bit of a Lovecraft crossover. Sherlock investigates a series of disappearances linked to the Cthulhu mythos, something that has this man of reason shaking in his boots. How can he explain the unexplainable? Elementary, I'm sure.
What the hell were you doing? He almost killed you.
I can't imagine how we missed this one. Baldur's Gate 3. This beautiful pixel art game follows Fortuna, a fortune-teller witch, exiled on a distant asteroid. Now, after 200 years, she has made a deal with a cosmic entity to regain some power. Use your divination deck, which players make themselves, to tell the fortunes of those who seek you out and research in the library to learn more about the world. The fortunes you will tell will affect not just the character who requested your services, but also the political outcome of the cosmic witch community. So, no pressure or anything. If you like a witchy vibe, then this is the game for you. Let's stick with the reconnection theme but take it in a whole different direction. Chants of Sennaar is heavily inspired by the myth of the Tower of Babel. Enter a tower where the inhabitants cannot communicate with each other. It will be up to you to listen, watch and decipher the ancient languages in order to reunite the people of the tower. Solve puzzles, translate texts and unravel the mysteries you encounter. This is a really interesting exploration of how language affects the way we interpret and interact with not just one another, but the world around us. Definitely worth playing, especially if you have any interest in linguistics. Let's head in a totally different direction. This stunning dark fantasy game is a first-person shooter that blends Souls-like and roguelike elements from the same developers that brought you the award-winning The Vanishing of Ethan Carter. Armed with both spells and guns, you are a player on a mission to find and kill the Witch of the Black Sea and retrieve an artifact that will turn the tide of the war between the church and the witches. Of course, the witch is protected by a phantom army, so you'll simply have to take them out first. How hard can it be? Now we're back in space, the clouds of Jupiter in fact, where a colony is home to all sorts of weird and wonderful characters. One of them is a woman named Lila, who has a unique ability to create universes in the palm of her hand, and she'll make you any kind of universe you like, if you're willing to pay. Weave your way around the beautiful hand-drawn alleyways and get to know the people of this colony where not everything is as it seems. Now that your mystery solving skills are all warmed up, it's time to head to the Forest Grove. An heiress to $1 billion fortune, Zoe Kunz-Mattigard, has gone missing. As a detective in the Remote Forensics Bureau, you'll use a piece of brand new crime solving technology, the nanodeck, to review the crime scene and uncover the truth behind what happened to Zoe. The Kunz-Mattigard family home is filled with puzzles and secret rooms to explore that will guide you in your investigation. It may be over the top, but honestly, if we could build a $1 billion mansion, we'd also fill it with secret bookcase doors and hidden rooms. There's no hand-holding here. It's completely up to you to solve the mystery using the evidence you find. Talk to suspects, solve puzzles, and find out what really happened to Zoe. Let's finish off by going back in time to this historically inspired RTS game set at the end of World War I. The Great War may be over, but the fight still rages. Guide your legion of soldiers back home through the devastated wasteland in an armoured train, but the path is full of danger. The Russian Civil War is still being fought in these lands and you're caught in the middle of it. But it's not just the fighting you need to watch out for. The environment is brutal and your decisions will have consequences. Manage your resources, strengthen your tactics, and keep your soldiers in good fighting shape if you want to have any hope of making it home. So, those were 8 games you might have missed this year. Let us know if there's any that caught your eye in the comments below. Like if you liked it and subscribe to the Logitech G channel for more videos just like this one.
It will only take a moment.
Really deep in the weeds with important things.